I like this one from Randy, though. The Oilers haven't won anything yet. Perry better be reminding the room of that. Get comfortable. They lose in 7. Heads down. Push or be embarrassed. Here's what I'll maybe say just off Randy, and maybe it's part of the reason why we should be really optimistic with this Oilers team. And, like, Corey Perry's presence, great. I do think he's a leader in that room. He absolutely is a leader in that room. But the idea that this is some Oilers team that doesn't know what they're doing in the Stanley Cup playoffs, how many teams have played more playoff games than them over the last 3 years? Just the Florida Panthers, I believe.
Yeah, I guess 2 cup finals.
Like, this Oilers team, over the last 4 seasons, has played LA, then Calgary, then Colorado, then LA, then Vegas, then LA, Vancouver, Dallas, and Florida. They've played 9 playoff series in the last 3 and a bit years. The idea that there's some team who isn't going to understand or doesn't understand what it takes to win in the playoffs, man.
Yeah, totally.
They're a very mature veteran team. Like, Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl are not in their 4th, 5th, or 6th years anymore. These are guys in their 9th and 10th years. Darnell Nurse, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Zach Hyman. Like, this is not a young team. And if you want to, because we roasted them for this before, if you want to sit here and point to one pro or one little piece of upside to the Oilers having a lot of veterans on the team, as much as we laugh about the average age, laugh about their slow boots.
Moments like this
Will not, should not, absolutely cannot phase them.
No, 100%. And I remember my thought now. I actually think them not scoring a ton of goals against LA yesterday might benefit them tomorrow. In the sense of, like, LA might have that belief. It's like, okay, well, our strategy, we were able to limit them to only 2 goals at 5-5, and we're still in this. Like, well, if the Oilers just come out and do the same thing again, I believe the Oilers are more likely to score more goals than Kemper is to deny them as many times.
Yeah.
So I think it'll actually be a bit of a blessing in disguise in a good way, but we'll see. We had a question in from a couple of super chats from Hockey Jockey.
Okay.
Let me read him. He asked, would like to get your thoughts. I feel like LA built themselves to beat the Oilers. For that reason, you think LA is Edmonton's hardest matchup in the West?
I get where you're coming from. Like, the idea that everything the Kings do, they do because they want to get past the Oilers. Every decision, offseason move, whatever. Sure. I also just think this Kings core, their identity as a team, it's just a rotten matchup for them in this series. Mm-hmm. So if you're to ask me, are the Oilers going to have an easier time with a Vegas should they get to round 2? Should the Oilers or Vegas get to round 2? No. Vegas is a very, very good team. Like, again, the big differentiator, I will say it again, and I've already said it 1,000 times, the biggest differentiator between the Oilers and the Kings is that the Oilers have 2 true star players. And while the Kings have a collection of good players, their 2 superstars are old and not what they used to be in Doughty and Kopitar, right? Whereas I think you can look at Vegas and it's like, man, Jack Eichel is a star.
Yeah.
And he's more of a star on the defensive side as his career's gone on than he is, but he did have a great productive season. Mark Stone is like a star. You know, like, Vegas has the ability to at least keep it closer in that regard with the Edmonton Oilers. So, yeah, like, I mean, listen, we're not doing a round 2 preview because this series isn't over yet. And again, I think it's dangerous to just think that the Kings are going to roll over and die. Although, as Aaron was showing me before the show, if you go on the Kings subreddit right now,
we can do it later. We can do it now.
Yeah, we can do it a little bit later because we do still have a lot that I want to get through. But, like, man, that fan base is in shambles. And, like, again, not to preview Game 6 because we haven't even finished looking back at Game 5. If you're in that Kings room and you're down 2-0 after the first period and that building is rocking and shaking and you're sitting in the same locker room where you've been eliminated and had to take off your skates for the last time in 2 of the last 3 years, you can be the strongest group mentally in the league. You can't tell me that that's not going to weigh on you a little bit, right? What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.